Alrighty, hello folks, good morning, and yeah, it happened. Finally, we have hard news and confirmation on what Reborn is, and gotta say, not what I was expecting here. Alright, so it turns out it's a bit more of a remake than expected. So for one thing, basically, right off the bat, it looks so far, it appears to be PS4 exclusive. Seems to have a physical and digital release. I think this time probably going for the disc version, but anyway. So, obviously, right off the bat, UI got redone. They got like a whole list of all the changes down here, but probably the biggest and most noticeable thing right off the bat, and actually there's a lot more that these screenshots say than, you know, the list below says. They got rid of the class levels. Well, kind of. Okay, so here's the weird part, right? So let's look over here. So we see that they got rid of the class levels for individual levels. It seems like units have individual affinities. I can't help but notice that, yeah, lives are gone too, apparently. So not seeing lives on here, but there's whatever union level is down here. So that's kind of its own thing. But on top of that, it also seems like they potentially have kept the elements from the remake as well. So basically, like, instead of the original 4 elements and that kind of thing, it seems like they're keeping the, depending on how you want to count it, 6 to 8 from the remake. Either way, I'm not really completely sure on the whole, like, changing the leveling system. We'll have to see how that works. Reason being that you could really do a lot of fun cheese with the original system, but either way. So, as far as what's on this, you know, kind of on this thing here, which it looks interestingly like they're playing neutral for the screenshots. Wouldn't have expected that one. But yeah, UI's been redone. Union level, I'm assuming there's going to be like some kind of like experience scaling mechanic based on just kind of like based on total potential class level or something like that, or maybe that's going to replace your crafting odds or something. I don't know. We have yet to see on that. The UI is definitely a lot more of a big screen type experience. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's a little bit. It's different, but I think I like it. Also, I'm seeing a lot more detail on the overworld kind of map tiles here, so that's kind of nice to see. You also get to see a bit more detail on the like individual little bits and pieces here all over the map, so it's cool to see that extra detailed. All right. Actually, it seems like they might have potentially made unique. Did they make? No. Okay, they don't have unique map tiles for each area, but they definitely added more detail to them. By the way, I know that like this isn't the perfect format for all this stuff, but either way, this news just dropped, so I'm pretty freaking excited on this. All right. So going down to the list of what's changed. So product entitles you to PS4 and PS5 versions. I know personally I'm going PS4 because I'm never planning to get the game fridge. So Tactics Ogre, crown jewel of the Tactics Ogre, or the tactical role-playing genre is reborn. Well put. A TRPG depicting the struggles for the Isles, choices affect, you know, we're going to skip some of the marketing stuff. Basically, yeah, you still have choices, obviously. 3-dimensional battlefields, that's, I wonder how 3-dimensional they changed it to. It doesn't seem like, if we're looking at the individual fights, it seems to still be in the same isometric type deal, so don't know what that's about. Also, looking at Judgment 4's logo here, I wonder what's it. Interesting. Okay, so they basically say, like, it's an AoE, it's light affinity, tier 4. Okay. And actually, another thing, you see more UI icons flying around. Like, down here, you see buffs going around for those units. You see over here, he's got it looks like a defensive buff with potentially a little 1 next to it, so you get to see little buff debuff counters, I think. That might just be, you know, just a tick. Maybe it's talking about stacking. Maybe they replaced, you know, some of the passives with more buff stacks. I don't know. But, you know, still. It's definitely a more, like, lined-up UI. I don't know if I would call it cleaner, but, well, you know what? It works. As far as I'm concerned, so far from what I'm seeing, it works. It reminds me of Front Mission, actually. Anyway, it looks like we got a fast-forward button up on the top right, by the way. Wait. PS deals? Wonder if it's gonna. There's no way it's coming out on sale. Anyway, all right, let's go down to what else is different. All right. So class-wide level management system used in TO 2010 is changed to a unit-by-unit leveling system. Theory craft your way through endless combinations of classes, equipment, skills, and magic. I wonder how that's gonna change things as far as like why they're mentioning the combinations a lot more. Potentially an opening up of what was available to who, which again the original like 2010 version did kind of get a bad rap in terms of how much stuff was actually cross-classable. There was a lot more there than oftentimes met the eye. Again, that's what makes it so dang fun to challenge run, but that's neither here nor there. Enjoy numerous playability improvements, such as a quicker pace of battle, which was already breakneck, so we'll see how that goes. Auto saves. I'm hoping this means potentially an Iron Man mode, please. And a complete overhaul of the controls and UI to make it easier to get into the game than ever. Again, Square Menu did the job pretty darn well, so I'm curious how that's going to go. And also, one little thing, because I heard some discussion mentioning that maybe this meant that you could like resort your spell lists and things. You could already do that in the original. Anyway, so hopefully they make that stuff a bit more obvious, and hopefully they made the guide better. Please tell me they made the guide better. Anyway, the unparalleled details of the characters and backgrounds from the original Tactics Ogre have been painstakingly recreated in high definition, which it does actually look a lot crisper, so that's nice. Cutscenes are fully voiced in English and Japanese. I look forward to turning that off. All the music has been re-recorded with live performances. The voices bring new life to the complex motivations of the characters that make up the factions and shifting political alliances of the epic story. Please tell me they didn't screw it up. Like I said, every time I've seen voice acting in a game like this, it has hurt, so I don't know. I think when they tried doing it for War of the Lions, that immediately I just wanted to skip every cutscene, because immediately everyone went from talking like human beings to like, whistly Shakespeare addicts. Whereas, okay, something like, I guess Disgaea kind of nailed it consistently. Although that's more of a, kind of happy type of vibes there. We'll see how they do. I hope they did it well. I mean, for something like this, there seems to have been a lot of care put into it, so we'll see. Alright, when you advance far enough through the story, you'll unlock the World Tarot, enabling you to travel back to the story with the power of your forces intact, an incredibly useful feature in a game where your choices have a huge impact on how the story unfolds. If you wonder what different choice would have led you to, now you can find out. Good that they actually mention the World Tarot right away. So traveling back isn't limited to the story. Chariot Tarot lets you rewind up to a certain number of moves. In a game of tactical battles where a single mistake can mean the difference between victory and defeat, you can play without worrying that you'll back yourself into a corner. And they mentioned the wealth of endgame content. Again, starting off with the Palace of the Dead, but that's understandable. Technically, it's supposed to be 115 floors, so I wonder if they went back to the original Palace of the Dead. Either way, elemental temples and San Bronsa are just more fun. Alright, and what else here? So yeah, if you already own PS4 version of this game, you get the PS5 version. Owners of the PS4 disc copy must insert it into the PS5 every time if they want to download or play the PS5 digital version. Interesting. So yeah, you get the PS4 disc version, you get the PS5 digital version. That's whatever. Alright. Offline single-player play. Remote play allows users to connect to and play their games on their PS4 using a mobile device, PC, or other PS4. Which is why I'm so happy that I just got a practically mint Vita for like $70. Man. Yes, I'm back on the Vita again. I just love freaking PlayStation stuff. Anyway, moving on. So, what else can we glean from all this stuff here? What else we got? First of all, I want to say the HDification here. One minor disappointment. This is a filter you can get on PPSSPP that makes everybody look like clay. A little bit disappointed by the choice in doing that. Just because other filters make it look way the hell sharper. Actually, if I can just connect it right here, just to kind of show them side by side for comparison here. Because, yeah, it... a little bit of a bummer there, but, what can you do? Hey, I actually just wanted to add one more thing to this, because I was looking over the pictures real quick here. Couldn't help but notice that, yeah, that knight in the picture here, notice the health. Like, this is a completely maxed out multiplayer team set up for, a bunch of, with Con 4 and stuff like that. So their max health is, like, 7 up to 800-ish. Couldn't help but notice looking at the picture here. This dude is at 25, rocking 848 health somehow. So I'm wondering if we're just going to see a total rework of just like everything mechanically. Because that is freakishly high. Also can't help but notice that, well, I'm not seeing HP sorting. Also, on the bottom left, there's a bunch of stackable icons for something, so I wonder if those are some kind of modifiers or whatnot. I don't know if, here's it coming through here? No, let me scroll it down a little bit. Here, let's scroll down slightly. No, we have to zoom out. Okay, hang on. Let's move this up a little bit. Like, you see what I mean? There's like 4 slots for something, so I wonder what that's going to end up being. Potentially, like, maybe they're going to display the, like, passives loadout or something like that. I don't know. But, just couldn't help but notice that, yeah, this guy's numbers are redonkulous. So, I don't know, maybe we're going to see a total rework of a lot of the systems. Maybe we're seeing the FFT armor system come back. I don't know. Even for, like, one vision where you could potentially stack some higher health, I don't know. I don't recall being able to get that high. Like, bear in mind, when I'm talking maxed out, I'm talking about characters that have, like, maxed out base stats, maxed out health for, maxed out, like, their armor health, maxed out their, like, normal health, everything else. And so, yeah, you can see here, like, this was that multiplayer team that was designed for maximum annoyance, and it's just, like, it's nowhere near that high. Like, casters are low end of 500s and 600s. Tanks are generally about 7 to 800. So, yeah, I guess we'll kind of see how that all plays out. Anyway, all right, back to it then. So one more thing. Didn't notice this on first pass, but where the hell's TP? Is that just gone? Did they actually, like, backstep the entirety of the original remake? Kind of curious how this is gonna go. Or maybe it just got worked into MP or something. I mean, it might potentially explain the weirdly high MP costs, because, I mean, Denim should still be rocking Warrior at this point. What the hell is he doing with 355 health at level 1, and then 87 MP? I'm gonna assume it got worked into MP or something. I don't know. This is weird. Anyway, moving on. Actually, while staring at this, couple more details. So, first of all, theory on this. I'm going to go ahead and assume that they actually just went with a Vagrant Story system, where basically your finishers and things like that just pull from your HP pool instead of doing a TP thing. That makes sense. Another thing, it seems like they kept the whole MP regenning from 0 thing, so that's good. But yeah, I'm almost positive the TP must be coming from HP or something. Like, it seems to make sense, right? Either way, let me know if you got a theory on that. Okay, a little bit of a random note here. Kind of find it a little bit funny here that apparently all reviews love going down the neutral route. I found Vita's not feeling like connecting while I'm still recording here, so the original, as you can tell, everything looks a little bit sharper. There's really only so much that they realistically, could do. Like, this is fine for a big screen type thing. I just really wish that they went for sharpening up the sprites instead of going for the clay look. Again, neither here nor there. It's just a simple upscale thing that's been around for a while. All right. So another thing, they also seem to give you an accuracy breakdown based off tiles, just like right off the bat. So they give you a bit more information as far as that goes. Other than that, though, really the biggest change seems to be the classes. I'm not seeing anything about the crafting system. I'm not seeing, well, it kind of feels like there's potentially a bit more going on in the background here, weather-wise, maybe? Actually wondering why it is that it seems like a completely different map is currently playing in the background of these different maps. I wonder what that's about. I guess we'll, we'll get answers on that as time goes on. But yeah, I'm excited. So, have you guys looked over this? Have you found any details that I'm missing here or anything else? Let me know, the usual. Alright, take care. Have a good one. Apparently this thing is just stuck loading forever, so not much we can do about that. And I can't wait. I'm pre-ordering this the second that it's available. Alright, have a good one.